Hello, Daniel. My name is Jeff, and I'm a co-founder of Lobo Leads, and I believe my wife Megan spoke with you recently about a quick website audit to show you where your company is ranking currently and how Electric LLC stacks up to its competition. In this video, I'll go over a few specifics on search engine optimization, and I'll show you how beating your competitors online can have huge benefits for your business, particularly when it comes to gaining new customers. So the three things I want to go over today are content, backlinks, and citations. Now, content is anything on the front page of your site that Google can read, so all the text within your images, and whatever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your front page, and you're going to want it to be stuffed with keywords that have to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'd be looking at things like electrician Albuquerque, commercial electrical contractors, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and other keyword phrases along those lines. That way, when anyone types those searches into Google, your website is the one that pops up. Now, taking a quick look at your website here, I do like how professional and clean it is. You have it very well broken down here in your menu bar. I like the kind of homey cover page that you have here. Really does allow for some, if someone were to visit your site, for them to feel like, okay, this is someone who actually lives here. It's not a big corporation. They understand, they understand the area. Now you do go through some content here to describe your different types of services that you provide, which is good. This allows you to try to rank for different keywords. However, the keywords that you're targeting in here may not be the highest volume. And so, again, you want to target the ones that are going to yield the most traffic to your site. So electricians Albuquerque, which that would pull for here, that was a really good one. There's several other variations of that you can work into your home page. Another thing that I would do is if you have any testimonials or reviews that you can put onto your homepage. Again, this is the front door to your website, so you want that to come off as trustworthy and credible as possible. And visitors to your site, they will absolutely love seeing what other people have to say about the services that you provide. So another thing that I would do is because a lot of people, probably most people, end up searching for these types of things on their mobile device, and you should, through the website provider builder that you use, you should be able to convert this into a clickable number so that when they click on it on their mobile device, it immediately says, do you want to call this business? So just a few nuggets of advice that might help drive more traffic, not only to your website, but actually convert them into people that end up calling to check out your services. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is something called backlinks. The thing with Google is it's like a popularity contest because they judge you based on how many websites are pointing back at you and the quality of those websites that are pointing back at you. And so you get a lot of influence and power from websites that are relevant to your industry. For example, an electrician blog that mentions your company, or a popular website that features various types of home services, something that has to do with the services that you offer. You get a lot more power and influence from that than, say, your local Domino's Pizza, for example. So a tool we use to measure the overall health of your website is called Ahrefs. And so I went ahead and plugged in your website here. As you can see, you have 504 backlinks from 198 referring domains, which is very healthy. That means there's 198 websites pointing back to you 504 times. And that is yielding a monthly unique user traffic or visitors of 53 to your website. Again, that's over the past month. So on the surface, that actually does look very good. That is a healthy amount of traffic going to your site. But something else that we do is we take a look at the keywords that are driving people to your website. And the top one that constitutes more than 2/3 of your visits are just for your name. So people type in Eco Electric, obviously because they probably already know who you are, and they navigate to your website that way, which is excellent for returning customers and people that are familiar with you, not necessarily great for people that have no idea who you are or have never heard of you before. So again, something that we would want to target for would be those keywords, putting them in the front page, potentially including the high volume search terms for particular services on maybe a back page, so that we can capitalize on the volume that people are searching for in Albuquerque, because there's a lot of people searching for electrician work in the Albuquerque area. I wanted to take a look at one of your top competitors. It's Albuquerque Plumbing, I believe, but they also have an electrician side to it, and they do rank really well. And this is, again, I only did the Albuquerque electrician portion of their website. As you can see, they have 22 backlinks from 15 referring domains. They're getting a lot of power because you clearly have way more backlinks and domains than them, but they get a lot of power from their homepage. So this is, again, one of those back pages that I was talking about. So they have a separate back page from their homepage that they're ranking for, and they're getting 47 for their organic traffic, but almost all of that is from high buyer intent keywords. So not very much of it is just from their name, for example. So something that you could look forward to if you were to optimize your site for those particular keywords, and you could probably nab a handful of that 47 or 50, and those would turn into paying customers, and that's a lot more revenue coming into your pocket on a monthly basis. So last thing I want to talk to you about is something called citations. Now, citations are very important because when someone does a search, for example, Albuquerque electricians, you get your first paid ads up here. As you can see, you're the top one on the paid ads. I hope that those are working well for you, because you are showing up number one, and hopefully that is driving some business your way. This next chunk down here, though, is what I'm talking about. Now, citations are just your name, address, and phone number listed across the various directories on the web: Angie, Home Advisor, Yelp, Pals, hundreds of them out there. McDonald up here and the top spot doesn't mean they're not there because they have the most reviews or the best reviews. They simply have the most citations. So you'd want to get into this top spot because about 70% of the people that end up clicking into here, and a lot of them do, end up clicking on that top spot. So hopefully this was beneficial to you, and thank you so much again for watching. If you have any questions or if you'd like to discuss it further, we would be happy to help you with that. You can contact Megan at 210-865-0718.